In this video, we're going to look at format options from the format menu choice in Google Sites. So to start with, when you're on a page, you must click the Edit Page button. You'll see the toolbar, which we've covered in a previous video. And let's look at the format options. So to start with, let me scroll down here and see I have some example HTML. So this is coding, how to code a web page. I also have this Gettysburg Address that I've copied from the internet. I actually took it from this page, and you can see that when I pasted it in, it's bold. So it came with some formatting from the web page that I really want to deal with. So let's take a look. Under Format, we do have this Remove Formatting option that we looked at previously. It's also located right here on the toolbar. So if I were to select, let's see, it seems that I've got an extra space there. If I were to select this text and use either this or this, it will now put it in a state where it matches the rest of the document. So that's nice. Other options under Format, we have the Align Left, Align Center, and Align Right, which we've previously seen on the toolbar up here. We also have a block quote code option and a code option. So let's look at those. I would like to take this section of text and make it a block quote. And a block quote simply gives it a different set of formatting options to make it stand out a little bit. And you do this generally to associate different types of content. So if there are things that I want to stand out from the page that are related, especially quotes from other people, I can assign them a block quote to make that obvious. If I take the actual code here, the actual HTML code that I've typed on the page, perhaps this is a tutorial for how to set up a web page, and pick the code option, you can see that the styling becomes slightly different. And this is very common. I mean, a lot of people won't use it because a lot of people are not typing code on the page, as an example. But if you ever had to do it, that would be the appropriate thing to do. A little further down on the page, I have mathematical expressions. So 6 times 2, but what I really wanted to say was 6x squared. So in order to do that, I can highlight the 2 and just make it superscript, and that will make it obvious what that actually is. Also, I have a chemical formula for water here, H2O, and that the 2 in that case should be a subscript. So again, that adds a lot of clarity to this, whereas previously it was confusing. You also have a strike through option. So if there's something, let's say that I'm editing a student's work, and I believe the Gettysburg Address is very clear as to what there's no need. This is a very famous speech, and it's very clear what this is, especially now that it's a block quote. So I don't need this text, and I want to suggest that to the student without just deleting it. I could use strike through. Now there's one more set of options under the formatting main menu item, and those are to assign headings to different text within the document. And a heading is an HTML thing. I mean, we use it in other environments, but on the web it kind of has special meaning. So it helps to organize the structure of the document. Notice that there is no heading 1. That's because Google is reserving that for the title of the document and saying that everything is a subset of that. So you can assign headings 2 through 4. Although in HTML there are settings 1 through 6. So it's giving you access to only 2 through 4, and that's to provide a structure to your document that's helpful again to search engines and to your users. So I can say that this thing up here is a very main idea and make that, a heading 2. So you'd add some additional space. And these are subsections of that. So that's a heading 3. So it's a subpart of this title up here. this would also be a heading 3 in the same main section. And now I'm starting a new section down here, so I'm going to come back and make that a heading 2. Okay, so you can see that you can organize your document using these headings. I advise doing it on a web page. It provides clarity to the browser and to the user. Okay, those are all the options you have under Format, and we'll in the next video we'll be moving on to how to create and use tables in a Google site.